Good morning, Paul Georgi from Allendale. It's March 24th, 2011. The grain markets and all the commodity markets are relatively quiet here this morning, looking for some catalyst to push us in one direction or the other. Outside markets, pretty quiet as well. Dollar down a little. Crude is up about 30 to 40 cents as we speak. Gold a little higher. And the grain markets this morning, at the end of the electronic trade, closed slightly mixed, I guess we could call it. Corn, wheat a little lower, beans a little higher. USDA came out with export sales this morning. The trade was looking for 700 to 1 million tons of corn to be sold, came in at 995. 100 of that new crop, 895 old crop. The soybeans, we had trade looking for 200 to 400 and came in at 265, so right in the middle of the expectations there. Wheat was on the positive side as far as exports go. We kind of thought that would be the case with the demand from the Middle East here about 10 days ago. But trade was looking for 450 to 600, came in at 745. Other news, yesterday we had the EIA come out with ethanol production, show that we're running above a year ago levels, which is certainly what we need to meet projections. We need to stay about 3% above that level to above a year ago levels to meet their corn usage numbers in the balance sheet. So something that we're watching very closely, and we're certainly still running ahead of a year ago levels there. We're still on China watch here this morning. Traders haven't given up hope yet that China bought a lot of corn last week, even though Sino Grain said that they didn't buy any corn last week. It's still believed that by many traders that they did. So we're the twist there is that we'll see some sales eventually, and we'll be monitoring that very closely, and that's providing some support underneath the corn market right now. We do have April options going off the board tomorrow, so that's another thing that we've got to watch for here. And also in the wheat market, weather is the feature there in China, expecting in the wheat growing areas some frost over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday time frame, but not an extreme hard frost that could damage the crop. We might see some vegetative growth set back a little bit, but nothing truly dramatic that would damage the wheat crop there, according to Drew Lerner anyway. And the rain in the forecast for the western hard red wheat areas have been taken out of the forecast a bit now compared to yesterday, so things to monitor very closely. The China prairie, or the Canadian prairie, is a concern and going to be a concern here for the next several weeks, is the extreme amount of snow cover and cold weather that is covering that area right now. We've got to have the snow melt, ground to dry out before we can get that spring wheat and spring crops in the ground. That's going to be something watched as we move into the April time frame. Of course, the big factor that's affecting all the markets right now is the anticipation of planting, prospective plantings that the USDA will release next week, Thursday. The trade is coming out with more estimates there. The major news services should have a roundup here very soon, probably as early as Monday, on what the trade average is for the corn, soybean, wheat planting. So those are things we're going to monitor very closely. Looks like a quiet day, however, in the grains, unless we get some breaking news story here. Looks like another quiet inside day possible in the grain complex. In the livestock, cutout values there We're down yesterday, down 91 in the choice, down 73 in the select. We did see cash cattle trade a little higher than Tuesday. We traded 113 on Tuesday and trading 114, 115 now in Texas, 185 in the north in Nebraska. Pork cutout values were slightly lower there. We seen pressure in the futures yesterday. Some of that came off of weakness in the stock market, as the cattle futures seem to be trending very closely to what happens in the stock market. So keep an eye on that as you try to decide where to enter and exit the livestock markets. But we do have hogs and pigs report out on Friday, and so traders will be evening up some positions or getting positioned ahead of that report. So stay in touch with Allendale. We'll keep you informed as the news breaks. Also, you can check in with Twitter. I'll be posting some things on there throughout the day. So we wish you a very successful trading day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.